Greetings, everyone. This is First and 2753 with a new series of Geopolitical Simulator 4, and we are playing as Barbados. I've been getting a lot of recommendations for Barbados for some reason. I don't know why, but it's happened a couple times on the channel. There's been a couple people that have recommended Barbados in the comments. Barbados is an island nation. All right, it's just one island. That's all we got. There's a port. And there's the city. Bridgetown is the capital. It is nice and sunny there. 84 degrees on January 1st. That's a beautiful thing. 34% of the population is living in the city, and it's about 98,000 people. 98,000 people living in that city. Barbados as a whole, it is a monarchy. And we have a total population of 287,000 with a GDP of 4.3 billion. And we have a parliamentary system, and the political party that I am a member of is the center-left party. Let's see, tropical climate. Growth rate is pretty low, 1.73. Unemployment's kind of high, 12.18, and inflation's low, which is good. So we got some stuff to work with there. We can grow the economy and not have to worry about inflation. GDP per capita is $15,020 per person. CO2 emissions, they are kind of a little high. They're average. We're going to try to bring them down, actually. Very small army. I am not playing a military game here. Just warning to everyone who is like one of these YouTube warhawks out there. I know there's a lot of people like to see action and conquest and everything. This will not be a conquest game. This will see how much we can do geopolitically as a small little island. Not going to be conquering things, but we can improve our GDP. I'm going to try to make this sort of, like I said, island paradise. Increasing our tourism. The service economy already encompasses 60% of the workforce. So that's pretty big. Let's see. I guess we have $636 million in the service economy right there. So that's pretty. 14% of GDP activity. Huh. Farming. Let's see here. Agriculture is only 1% of GDP activity. $46 million. And so I guess industry is taking the rest. No, it's even less. I don't know how these things work exactly. I guess there's energy. I don't know. Oh, okay. That's our energy breakdown. And right now we're using fossil fuel production. I'm going to try to put an end to the fossil fuel production. Maybe build like a wind farm or something like that. Or, I don't know, we can do a lot of solar panels. Probably wind farm, I think, is the way to. Offshore wind farms. Get a bunch of those. Could do geothermal. Nah, probably do all offshore wind farms. Get a whole bunch of them. Maybe we can sell off some of the electricity to some of our neighbors. Some of these neighboring islands. Barbados is one of the only Caribbean islands that isn't a dependent of Great Britain or some other power like France or the United States. It is an independent country. I think Grenada's independent as well. Hillsborough is the capital. No, Grenada is not independent. Trinidad and Tobago is independent. Yes. Alright, us and Trinidad and Tobago. I think Antigua also in the north is independent. Somewhere up here. Antigua. Right here. No! In the game, that is dependent of Britain. So, independent island out here in the, I believe these are the Windward Islands of the Lesser Antilles, and they're sort of like right on the path of like the hurricanes. So I'm assuming that we're going to deal with some natural disasters. Hurricanes tend to develop off the west coast of Africa, take the trade winds over, and smack right into Barbados. I guess it's right there. So I'm going to try to have to build up a sort of natural disaster defense fund Because if you guys saw in my American Empire series, there was a lot of natural disasters. I don't know if it's this particular version that I'm playing with, which is like 6.24 or something like that, or if it's just the United States. But I am anticipating hurricanes to hit me, and I'll try to see what I can do to survive that disaster. Those disasters. Let's see, what else? I checked out the budget, and I played around a little bit with it, with the taxation. The one tax that you can actually start to make money off of in Barbados is company turnover. This is actually, it's pretty good because the tax is payable each year by businesses and individuals who have a non-salaried professional activity. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bump this up. I guess it's a business tax. But it tends to lower the unemployment because I guess it creates more salary positions. I think it's a lowering unemployment. I'm not sure. Anyways, check out the poll. It's not a very favorable action. Both parties are against it. People are for it. But what I can do is I can attach bills. So I'm going to create a new reform. And we're going to go ahead and attach to this some other bills. One bill that is always like, that politicians can never deny is the pornography tax. You can't say you're opposed to pornography taxes. That's just ridiculous. So, as a politician. So that's huge support for the pornography tax here. And that does add more, not much, but a little bit more. Nothing really. So that should almost put it over. It brings it down a lot. Okay. Our party is now almost in favor of it completely. Well, the other party is not. And both parties are liberal parties in this country, by the way. Just shoot real quick over to the political party menu here. You have the center-left party, which is mine, which is called the Union of Socialist Democrats. And then you have the Socialist Party, which is the Barbadian Citizens Movement, which almost sounds like a militant party there. So no conservative parties in Barbados. Back to that tax, we're going to go ahead and add a tax on inheritance, which will turn the old folks against us, but it is very popular. 95%. Both parties, the Socialist Party is 100% for it. We are 91% for it. And this will put us over on the bill. And it will get the bill passed by a 60% vote. So that is pretty big. Alright, I'm also noting that I'm playing it with the God and Spy version. And I just bought this recently. It was kind of like an early Christmas gift. And with God and Spy, with the God part, you can actually like change things. I don't want to change anything in the game. I just use it for the spy aspect, and the spy aspect is really cool because it gives you this the topics for the characters, and it tells you how they are, or what types of topics affect them and how much they affect them, which is cool. And it also gives you some information about their characteristics. So this is going to be helpful in this game, and it should be pretty interesting. And I'm going to use that because sometimes things don't exactly make sense in the game. It's, you know, somebody who should be for something is opposed to it. It's just, you know, sometimes it gets confusing and you don't really know why. So that kind of gives us a little bit more insight onto how things work in the game, which is cool. So we're going to go ahead and get that first tax reform going out here. Pause this real quick. Oldest person in the world.
I think you're doing a good job. And you're hardworking. A good role model for young people.
Age is 113?
Here,
oh my
some
god.
Some more advice from Granny. Keep it up, walk straight ahead, and don't look back.
Geopolitical and electoral influence is 1. I don't know, that doesn't seem like it's a lot. Degree of influence over her fans is only 1. Interest in politics. So, we are going to set up a meeting with the oldest person in the country, who's probably close to the oldest person in the world at 113. That's crazy. Okay, there is a disturbing
I must confess to you that the current level of our budget deficit is not at all reassuring. It weakens our economy while...
So, just to check that out, total income is 1.28 billion, while the deficit is 300 million, and our debt is 4.34 billion. So that tax is gonna cut it down about 10%. It looks like, and we're gonna continue to push for this same type of tax structure. I can't do it all at once. I tried doing it all at once and then kind of like threw everything into chaos. But if I can, a gradual tax simplification seems to work well in Barbados. So we're going to gradually work on boosting this tax on company turnover, which is the big money generator. It's going to be our big money generator, and attaching that inheritance and pornography tax to it. That should work well. Here we go. Meeting with the oldest person in the country. Coffee.
Sure.
Charming.
I'd be...
Oh, did I give her champagne?
That's really kind of you.
There we go. Would you speak
Okay.
Yes.
If it makes you happy.
And then take out a party card.
Okay.
There we go.
If it makes you happy.
She's now a member of the Union of Socialist Democrats. Very good. That's a nice one. That should help boost our popularity. And we're going to need it because I am going to do something that's going to throw things off. We're going to do some health reforms here. And this is going to be a killer. We're going to make a lot of money. We're going to cut 42, well, not 42 million. I have to kind of go over my interest groups. Oh, and why don't I actually go over them real quick before I actually make that cut. So let's look at the associations. AIDS associations, about 58,000 people, which is pretty big for a country of 287,000. So AIDS is a big group. We have to respect them. The alternative world, not that big. Animals, not bad. Anti-racism is pretty small. Cancer Foundation is 21,000, which is pretty big. Consumers, 31,000. That's also important. Nice statement of the press. Boost us up huge. 8.3. So I guess she does have influence. Again, the God and Spy version will reveal what these people are interested in, and with that is just purchasing power. So we're probably gonna have to reduce income taxes or sales taxes to get the Consumer Rights Agency. What else do we have? Drivers, not that many drivers on this island. It's just an island. This one's huge. Sorry. Ecologist Group's president, and these guys, they have a lot of issues actually we can address. Guns and animals seems to be very important, but the environment's the most important. This is political parties. Okay. So that's a big one. We're going to have to talk to them. They like us, so that's good. We got to keep them in our pockets. Family Association, they're leaning towards us. Things we can do with the Family Association. There's a lot of things here. Education, housing. That is anti-gay rights, which is also anti-same-sex parent. Anti-abortion, not very liberal group here. Anti-marijuana consumption. And pro-security. So we gotta find ways to stay close to them because they are 27,000. That's almost 10% of the population right there. What else we have? Handicap. We're gonna get handicap, but they're not a lot. But maybe we can get an endorsement. Human sharing and solidarity. We'll try to snag them. Hunting. Yeah, if we're gonna do anti-gun, then we're not gonna get that hunters. There's not a lot of hunters. Pacifist Union, they should like me because again, this is not going to be a military campaign. There's a gap between the rich and the poor here. Self-defense is 49,000. That's probably the biggest conservative group. And they kind of like me here. Let's see what else other than guns do they have here. Foreign policy. Security issues. Okay. Firearms is pretty big. So the gun tax is questionable. It doesn't bring in a lot of revenue in this country. I'll show you that in a second. Senior citizens is at 11. They're going to be a little peeved at us in a second when I go through those health reforms. And let's see. Women are important. 35,000. And they are pro-abortion. So I got to stay away from that abortion issue if possible. They're pro-foreign policy, which is interesting. Women's rights. Why are they pro-foreign policy? Whites. This is a minority population. Christian minority population. 11,000. Their interests lie in integration and anti-racism. And foreign policy. Foreign policy is pretty important. That'll be interesting. I wonder what type of foreign policy I can pull off. As for goals in the game, I mentioned earlier, not going to be a military conquest game. First goal is going to probably be to get a surplus and pay off the debt, so I can prepare to deal with natural disasters like hurricanes and such. New reform passed. This is a step in that direction. And we're now at 65%. Look at that.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Other goals: energy independence, reduction of fossil fuels. Try to build some wind farms. I think I'll probably try to build an airport too to boost tourism. Again, making this an island paradise for everyone to come to. And then maybe I can get involved geopolitically with maybe building some like co-Caribbean prosperity organization or something like that. Who knows? Maybe if United States goes to war with Venezuela or something, we can maybe snag something from them. I'm not gonna have an army. We're not going military. This is gonna be economic, environmental, international diplomacy series. So fair warning there. But I probably will do like a military conquest series or geopolitical conquest series along with this while I'm doing this series. I was thinking about doing maybe like a Austrian conquest or something like that, trying to restore the Habsburg dynasty or something like that. I don't know. Feel free to comment again, as always, down below what you think I should do, what goals you think I should have for this series. That tax cut, that tax stimulus, we're not going to see the effects till the next week. I'm also going to go ahead and do those healthcare reforms right now. And this is going to have a pretty big impact. 42 million, but we got to get some of our interest groups alongside with us. The cancer group, we're going to fully fund cancer research. AIDS, we'll fully fund AIDS research. That should pull in a bunch of people. We're going to get the handicap group, which isn't that too expensive. Geriatric department, that's pretty expensive. And then I think maternity as well to get the women vote. 16 million in the end, but we'll get a lot of endorsements. So we'll save 16 million and we'll get a lot of endorsements on our side. And that's going to take about a week. Alright, so that is the introduction to this video. If you guys are interested, feel free to comment down below, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.